How are you doing today? Welcome to Caldera News. My name is Matnus Modestus. The massive impacts of Israel and Palestine war in Gaza. Gaza's destroyed graves bitten support for Israel examined UNRWA funding cuts explained the children killed in Gaza. The 9-year-old reporting the war. The ICJ ruling explained Gaza's destroyed heritage site. Israel's war on Gaza. List of key events. Day 118 hospitals in Khan Yunis remain under siege as Red Sea tensions rise. Emergency workers bring a Palestinian man, who was released after being detained with other civilians for questioning by Israeli forces on February 1, 2024. Latest on human impact and fighting. The Israeli army on Wednesday stormed the courtyard of Al-Ain hospital affiliated with the Palestine Red Crescent Society, PRCS, in the city of Khan Yunis in the southern Gaza Strip following a 10-day siege. Ness hospital in Khan Yunis also remains under siege as it faces a fuel shortage. Bombardment in Gaza continues. It is reported that several Palestinians were killed after Israel bombed a civilian car on the main road that links Khan Yunis and Rafah. On Thursday, the U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, released a statement saying U.S. forces conducted strikes against the unmanned aerial vehicles and the group's ground control station in self-defense. Late on Wednesday, CENTCOM announced that the USS Carney shot down an anti-ship ballistic missile fired by the Aegis in the Gulf of Aden. No damages or injuries were reported. The European Union plans to launch a naval mission in the Red Sea within 3 weeks to help defend cargo ships against Houthi attacks, EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell said on Wednesday. About 184,000 people have registered for humanitarian assistance on the western outskirts of Khan Yunis in recent days, the United Nations humanitarian agency OCHA said in its daily update. A civil case accusing U.S. President Joe Biden and other senior officials of being complicit in Israel's genocide in Gaza has been dismissed by a U.S. federal court judge on jurisdiction grounds. On Wednesday, the Chicago City Council passed a resolution calling for a ceasefire. Some 70 U.S. cities have passed resolutions on Israel's war on Gaza, most of them calling for a ceasefire. South Africa's Foreign Minister Naledi Pandor said on Wednesday that Israel has ignored the interim ruling by the International Court of Justice, ICJ, last week by killing hundreds more civilians in a matter of days in Gaza. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller told reporters on Wednesday that the U.S. response to the attack on Jordan's Tower 22 that killed 3 American soldiers will not be escalated. He added that the U.S. does not believe it is in the interest of any country in the region, including Iran, to see the conflict escalate. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met on humanitarian coordinator Sigrid Kaag on Wednesday. Blinken said the U.S. government is working closely with Kaag to maximize aid getting into Gaza. Caldera TV reported citing Israeli media that Mossad spy chief David Benia briefed Israel's war cabinet about the captives' release plan. The current plan suggests a 35-day pausing fighting and the release of 35 captives. The number of Palestinian prisoners released was not discussed. Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh is expected in Cairo on Thursday amid talks of a truce proposal. Settler attacks in West Bank. Palestinian news agency WAFA reported that armed Israeli settlers injured 2 Palestinian children late on Wednesday near the village of Sorcia, to the south of Hebron in the occupied West Bank, according to local sources. WAFA also reported that armed Israeli settlers assaulted an elderly man in the Masafi region, located south of the West Bank city of Hebron, on Wednesday, according to local sources. On Wednesday, an Israeli settler ran over a herd of sheep in Al Mujahid area, west of Jericho, WAFA reported. How long can Israel afford its war on Gaza? Tourism is down, many businesses are empty, and the economic costs of Israel's war on Gaza are mounting. With a $15 billion increase, West Bank Human Shield describes 100 breathless minutes held by Israel weeks after his ordeal. The trauma of living through nearly 2 hours of terror are still evident on this survivor. How escalating Red Sea crisis poses billions of dollars of risk for India. The attacks on the Red Sea have forced shippers to avoid one of the world's most crucial trade route days with no food, water. Gaza civilians describe Israel detention ordeal. Emergency workers bring a Palestinian man, who was released after being detained with other civilians for questioning by Israeli forces amid the ongoing conflict between Israel and the Palestinian Hamas militant group, waits at Al-Najah hospital in Rafah on February 1, 2024. This is Caldera TV. Keep on watching, but don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you.